Hi there, it's Kevin with the Rogue Market here with a follow-up video to the Market Monday video that I published on my main channel, The Rogue Deck Builder. I have a bit more information to add to the mystery of these mystery booster packs, at least for the local game store edition. So, one of the distributors already has the price of a booster box of mystery boosters, and the price is around $70 to $75 per booster box is what I'm thinking that these are going to be sold to local game stores for. Now, what does that mean? Well, they come in 24 packs. So instead of 36 packs per box, they come in just draft boxes where it's meant for just 24, so 8 players to draft these. And so if you actually divide 24 or 75, we'll say on the top end, divide by 24, you get about $3.12. So I'm thinking that that's where the MSRP for these are going to be, is around the $139.99 is maybe what. I don't even know if these are going to be sold at Walmart. I'm thinking they're probably going to go through that Walmart distribution and Target and all that, or I guess what we call MJ Holdings, and that means they'll probably be available online through Amazon as well. However, it does say they are allocated, and that's when I need to actually reach out to some of my contacts, some of the distributors I have a close relationship with, and see exactly what the allocation numbers are looking like. A lot of times at this point, they don't even know, but that is the first news for the mystery booster packs, is where we get kind of the $6 per pack price tag for them. So that is, again, it's in between the price tag. So this is sort of like a Modern Horizons product, I would say. I think Modern Horizons is a little more expensive per pack, because what is I think the MSRP for Modern Horizons is around what, 320. So 320 divided by 36 is where they wanted the price of about $8. Yeah, this is actually gonna be significantly cheaper than even Modern Horizons, and I think that the contents of this packs are very, very good, especially these local game store ones, because they don't have the playtest cards, which I don't think are going to hold much value, or at least they wouldn't if they were in mass quantities sold to local game stores. And those are going to be replaced with a foil of unknown 121 cards that we don't know about now in the local game store versions. So if you head over to MG Goldfish, there actually is a curated list of cards with prices of what they currently are in their other sets, and you can kind of get a gist for the set, and it seems to be pretty good, about $2,000 in this set. And it's got some good reprints like the Mana Crypt and the Bloom Tenders. So this is the million-dollar questions. Is this Chronicles 2.0? And it all comes down to supply. Now, the sources to me have said that they want to have these available for the next year, at least the next 12 months, at the different Grand Prix, or I guess what we call Magic Fest. So they want enough supply for the convention packs to last an entire calendar year for them. So if they have the exact same rule set in mind for local game stores, and if this ends up being more of like a print to demand like Modern Horizons is, or like Battle Bond was, expect the prices of these to get crushed, because the average value is pushing above what we are going for with this $6 pack range. And if they are going to be drafted in heavy quantities, then I would not be caught dead holding any of these cards. So my initial video from the Market Monday was, well, wait and see what the price point is. If they sell these for like $300 a booster box, and of course that will have these sort of prices, will be able to hold their value a lot higher. I mean, that's how Ultimate Masters was, that since Ultimate Masters had such a high price point, that the cards were able to retain somewhat of their value. However, if this is going to be like Modern Horizons, which looks to me to be even printed at higher quantities now than even standard sets, with how much boxes have been available, then expect these prices to absolutely get crushed. So be careful out there with these particular cards. I would definitely look over at the common and uncommon slot. I still have not been confirmed if Demonic Tutor is going to be what rarity, because even if you look over in the list of these type of cards, like, it doesn't give the rarity which it's going to be at. It just pulls it up of its last printing. So we don't know the rarities of many of these cards that have kind of these ambiguous rarities. Demonic Tutor, I think, could easily be, there is no mythics apparently, so it's just rares is what's going to be in that slot. But the uncommons and commons definitely are going to be something that I would not be caught dead having. So some of these with these higher value uncommons like the Carpet of Flowers, like the Aura Shards, the Herald's Horn, Mishra's Bauble. Those things I think are going to absolutely get crushed if the supply is even relatively medium sized. If it is that high supply, which we're thinking about at that low price point of what game stores are going to get this at $70 a booster box, this can't hold. These cards can't hold. And it's just a bad sign in general for the singles market. I've said this for a long time that I think Wizards of the Coast has been jealous of the secondary market, where a lot of the record profits have been made in the secondary market. So we're looking even at Pioneer right now, and that's where a lot of the money is moving. It's going to help them sell standard sets for sure, because now all of a sudden Guilds of Ravnica, for example, is being sold like crazy. So it was a big boon to sets that contain like the Shocklands, and it's really doing wonders on the leftover product that Wizards needs to move, like all of the Return to Ravnica Forward booster boxes are now flying off the distributor's shelf, which means distributors will probably want to stock up more on current Magic products now that they are unburdened with those type of products. But all in all, I think that Wizards of the Coast has been very, very jealous of the secondary market gains and really wants in on that action. But it's a really, really tough point to balance, because sealed product cannot be worth what the asking price if the secondary market doesn't have any way to recoup the cost of buying those products. So, we've seen things like Unstable in the past. If that didn't have a land slot that had any sort of secondary market value, Unstable would have been just an absolute crash of a product. It wouldn't have moved. It would have had its novelty for a second there, but they wouldn't have been able to sell it as good as they were because of that land slot with the secondary market sales driving the price of the Unstable. So I caution Wizards of the Coast to, I think they should limit this to low supply. Otherwise, secondary market is not going to be able to handle the mass supply of the 1,700 cards that are contained in this set. And even though it's 1 out of 121 for a Mythic/Rare, if the supply at the current price point at that $6 a booster box is going to just flood the market with these particular cards, then nothing that has, unless it sees just an insane amount of play in Pioneer, Modern, or Commander, is going to be able to hold any sort of decent price tag. So those are the cards that I'd look through and see, like, asceticism, yeah, for Commander, sure, but is this something that really could hold its price tag with that sort of influx of singles on the market? So again, back to Wizards of the Coast, if they want to be able to sell future sets, they can't be doing Chronicles 2.0. So that's kind of where I, with this information, are reaching out to you, the subscribers, are thinking, is this a warning sign of Chronicles 2.0? Because it wasn't, like, I was too young to really remember how that affected the market, but there's a whole time period where the entire Magic the Gathering scene had a hard time really wanting to buy any product for a while because they are so afraid of a Chronicles 2 happening. And again, I am not here to defend the evil speculator or the financier, but they really are in an ecosystem of a collectible card game like Magic the Gathering. They really are a necessary evil to keep the prices in check. There needs to be value in cards for collectible card games, and it needs to be able to justify the price of the sealed product. And if they just throw that out the window, then these packs or future sets are going to have a very, very tough time selling, and it will be bad for the entire game. And so that's why I reject the notion by some of these other YouTubers that complain and whine and just go on and on about how secondary market ruins Magic the Gathering, when secondary market really just adds a stabilizing factor, because we also do buy when prices are incredibly low and stabilize the bottom as well as stabilize the top when prices would go out like just completely through the roof if there wasn't anyone that did have cards to sell when those cards became hot. So again, this is very, very worrisome, at least as far as singles are concerned, if this is going to be a going forward thing with Wizards of the Coast, if it ends up being high supply. So again, I'm looking forward to your comments in the comment section below. Remember, the price is $70 a booster box of the mystery packs. We don't know the supply yet. It does say that it is allocated, but that doesn't really mean anything in today's day and age because Modern Horizons was allocated, Throne of Eldraine bundles were allocated, and now those are things you can still get very easily. So again, we'll have to wait and see exactly what the numbers are. If you are a patron of mine, I will be selling it probably around that price tag, from around the $72 to $75 price tag, to then have a mystery booster box for you and your friends to draft. And we hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Kevin with the Rogue Market. Make sure to click that bell icon so you can stay up to date with these market alerts. And I will keep you updated with the mystery packs as time gets closer to that February, March when they will be released. Anyway, this has been Kevin with Rogue Market. Thanks for watching.